He did have a bad night. Just like I have bad nights, like you have bad nights, and you can't plan a bad night.
Well, that night, Stephen Colbert did plan on having a moment during his late show,
stating he was fine, but then adding, "It's just my brain."
Where he just laid down on the ground before he decided where he stands on the should Joe or shouldn't Joe Biden end his presidential campaign after his performance during the...
There's so many young women who have been, including a young woman who just was murdered, and he went to the funeral.
Debate.
The idea that she was murdered by an immigrant coming in, they talk about that. But here's the deal.
Oh, wow. Oh, Joe.
There's a lot of young women who are being raped by their in-laws, by their spouses, brothers and sisters.
Rob Reiner made his stance known on Twitter, writing, "It's time to stop effing around. If the convicted felon wins, we lose our democracy. Joe Biden has effectively served U.S. with honor, decency, and dignity. It's time for Joe Biden to step down." Stephen King agrees. He tweeted, "Joe Biden has been a fine president, but it's time for him, in the interests of the America he so clearly loves, to announce he will not run for re-election."
And I'm a little tired of all the Biden bashing that's going on. I'm pissed off at it, frankly. There's a lot of Biden bashing going on, and no calls for the sexually abusive felon to step down.
Yeah. That's actually not
true,
hold on.
Though. Oh, come on.
I can't believe that Joy still doesn't have the view that doing the whole, Trump is worse, and what about Trump, is proven to be a losing game. And her explanation to Joe's performance at the debate is laughable.
When you're telling the truth, like Biden was trying so hard to tell the truth, it doesn't come as easily.
The truth comes easier than a lie because you have to come up with a lie.
It's so easy to just rehearse and practice your lies and then spew them in a debate the way he did. That was what was going on there.
Once again, what's easier than having to rehearse and practice your lies is to not have to practice and rehearse lies because you're just telling the truth. There you go. Sonny directly responded to Joy's, I don't even know what to call that, with a rather hard-to-hear view.
Biden is not the guy that we saw in 2020. He's not the guy we saw in 2016.
Trump told lie after lie after lie. He never would have gotten away with that if Joe Biden was there.
We have to admit that. If not, we are being gaslit.
I believe he's been doing a really good job.
Whoopi and Joy were having the wrong discussion yesterday. Right now, this is not about Biden versus Trump. And it's not even about evaluating Joe Biden's last 4 years as president.
When you show me where he's not doing the work, where he's not performing, I don't care if he can talk on camera.
Now, of course, Whoopi didn't mean to say that Joe isn't able to speak on camera. Of course, he's able to do so. And yeah, it wasn't a reference to his stutter either. But yeah, what she's talking about is, she's willing to look past some stumbles during the debate because he did a good job in the White House.
He's trying to do it for America. I want the guy who cares about America.
We have to look at the next 4 years. Will Joe be able to continue to do a good job in the White House from ages 81 to 85? Like, there's no denying that there's been some kind of decline with Joe Biden since, 2020. So no doubt there's going to be more of a decline in the next 4 years. So, I mean, it's a very likely scenario that he's going to have to, give up the presidency if he wins the election, and Kamala's going to take over. Same thing for Trump. Trump's pretty much the same age, and Trump's not a terribly healthy man. So yeah, very likely it's going to be the same scenario with Donald as well. Could be advocating, he could die as well. So wherever his vice president pick is, they're very likely to be president as well.
I am in no way saying Biden's got to drop out, but can't we stress test this candidacy?
Well, Jon Stewart was in no way saying it. Colbert was.
I believe he's a good enough man. He is a good enough president to put the needs of the country ahead of the needs of his ego. And however painful that might be, it is possible handing leadership to a younger generation is the right thing for the greater good.
Do you understand the opportunity here? Do you have any idea how thirsty Americans are for any hint of inspiration or leadership?
Yeah, right now it's not set that the only alternative to Biden is Trump and vice versa. Trump's, anything's better than Trump. Now, I know Gavin Newsom's name is one that's been mentioned, but I know he's been vetted and tested to the extent that they want to. But come on, someone has, and they're right there.
No Democratic candidate has ever won for president without the black vote. Don't underestimate the black vote. Mm-hmm. Don't underestimate the fact that Kamala Harris is sitting, she's prepared, she's presidential, she's ready to take over.
Yeah, come on, Kamala is ready to go.
We did it. We did it, Joe.
While it was we in 2020, it's going to be she in 2024.
You're going to be the next president of the United States.
Yeah, that will excite voters. Yeah, this will do it. Like, I mean, yeah, she'll win.
I'm sticking with Kamala Harris. I think she takes them over the finish line. I am not worried about the Biden-Harris ticket. And I think they need to push Kamala a little bit more forward.
Could, I don't know the rules, could Hillary come back? She'd win. Come on, she'd win now. Absolutely, she'd win. What are your thoughts on this Joe Biden situation?
And a release from this choice of a megalomaniac and a suffocating gerontocracy. It is crushing our